Hey guys, whomas here, and today I'm here to bring you guys a new video. So today I am doing my second attempt at recording this video. Well, technically my third. My first and second attempt didn't work because the first was interrupted and the second attempt didn't record. So today I'm going to be playing the new game mode on Insurgency Sandstorm, known as Frenzy Checkpoint. So Frenzy Checkpoint is pretty much the same as regular checkpoint. Although this time the enemies have kind of taken a zombie-ish vibe, and there are 5 different types. So there's the Berserker, who's really tall and quite fast and just runs at you and does double the attack damage. There's the normal guys who just run at you and attack you. There's the teleporters who can teleport closer to you or further away. There's the Molotov holders who run at you on fire holding Molotovs. And then there's the suicide bombers who will blow themselves up when they get close to you. Now, the difference between this game mode and actual checkpoint is in this game mode, the enemies don't actually have guns as weapons. They only have knives. So I'm going to go into a game now, and I will meet you in game, and you'll just kind of get my my honest opinion on it. So yeah, let's do this. Okay guys, so we're in the game, so I'm gonna go as the Rifleman, because that's what my generic class is made on. So I'm just gonna play as the Rifleman, because bless up the Rifleman. So, let's try and get to some action. So as you can see, the enemies, that's a Berserker, because they're much bigger, and everyone on my team seems to be kind of sniping, which is kind of annoying, but also quite cool. Now, enemies have like improved AI with this, and they'll like hide around corners and just wait for you to come to them, because then they can like do stuff like that, where they just run at you and you don't know that they're coming. And this game already has a really heavy emphasis on the soundscape, but that emphasis is really heightened with this game mode, because obviously there's no weapons that they can use, so you have to listen out for their footsteps, and that was a prime example of the teleporter just then. As you can see, it really just like it teleported in front of that guy. So yeah, that like there's obviously, because this is in the CTE, the community test environment, there are some glitches, and you know, it won't all work perfectly, such as before when the Berserker just stood there, but a lot of the time this works absolutely well, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really good. Like, it's really clever how they've done it. And I saw some people kind of complained about the fact it's another checkpoint variant, and they were like, oh, we want new game modes, not new checkpoint modes. And honestly, I feel like this is the best of both worlds, because although yes, it is, oh my god, that was close. Like, although it is a new checkpoint mode, it still feels different enough to be a new game mode. Like, as I said, there's a lot more emphasis on audio now, and especially at a point like this where, you know, there's a massive firefight going on between your teammates and the enemies, you have to listen out. Like, you have to stay alert for footsteps. You can't just run blindly or not do anything. You have to be alert and stay alert throughout the game. So I think it's really, really interesting how they've done this. And same with the other game modes that revolve around checkpoint. You have to you have to wait to respawn. You can't just respawn after you die. You have to wait until your teammates cap an objective and such. And it just makes it really interesting. I'm gonna change this to single. There we go. Because I want to conserve my ammo. Rather than wasting my ammo, I'd like to conserve it a little bit. Because as you can see... There we go. I'm okay for now. But yeah, see, the fact that they don't have weapons, you know, you could be like, oh, that's quite easy because it's only knives. But because you have like different variations, like the berserkers and stuff, and berserkers they do like 2 times the damage, I think, is what they do. They have 2 times speed and they do 2 times the damage. It makes it interesting because you can't just... See, they just hide and they wait for you to arrive. And then when you do arrive, you know, they just yeet you. They just absolutely slaughter you. It's really interesting how they've improved upon a game mode that already was very good. So, you know, the fact that you have the limited ammo as normal checkpoint, that really helps, in my opinion, because it makes it a cooler game mode. Because you have to conserve ammo. Because rather than being outgunned by enemies, you're outnumbered by them. Is that a drone I can hear? Yes. There is a drone. Oh dear. Was that a teammate or something? No. But yeah, it's an absolutely crazy game mode because you might not have heard him, but it's so hard because they melee. Because if you let them get too close, they will overpower you. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've had that happen to me multiple times, where I've just been taking out waves of enemies, and then my gun will run out of ammo, and then, boom, I instantly just get absolutely slaughtered, purely and simply because they've surrounded me, and I don't have the ability to suppress them anymore. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I love it. I'd highly recommend, if anyone has this game, to install the CTE. Like, I was very hesitant originally to install the CTE because I was like, oh, you know, I probably won't end up playing it that much. It might be good, but I don't think I'll play it at all. I may as well just leave it uninstalled, save the 14 gigs. But, you know, it's 14 gigs, it's not that big. The game itself, the main game, isn't even that big either, so it's genuinely worth it. Can I go in here? Whoa, you actually can. That's cool. I didn't realise that. But yeah, it's so worth just installing the CTE for this game mode, because it's so fun. Like, Insurgency Sandstorm and the original are definitely games that I really enjoy. This game I enjoy a lot more than the original, in my opinion. I think it's just more grounded, and because it's on a new engine, they can do more with it, and they can do stuff better. But there's also certain things that I'm not a fan of, like the vaulting system. The vaulting system I find very, very annoying. And I can understand why they've added it, but, you know, trying to just jump over a small object and getting stuck can be extremely annoying. Like, trying to jump over this, sometimes you can get stuck and stuff like that. So, but it's one of these game modes that is very chill, because you don't have to try. You can just chill with your team and help them take out enemies. Whereas in normal checkpoint, you still can just chill with your team and help them take out enemies, but obviously you have the added danger of the fact they have guns, whereas in this, you have the added fact that they're silent, and you can very easily get overpowered by them. Jesus, I thought I was a teammate. Jesus. That is a perfect... Some guy just set himself on fire. But that is a perfect example of having to listen to the sounds. Like, I just assumed that that was a teammate, and so I didn't turn around, but no, it was an enemy just running at me, and Jesus, that was actually scary. That was honestly one of the most scary experiences I think I've had in this game. Like, I think my only improvement would maybe to add some more enemies to it, because I feel like the enemies we have at the moment are really good, but maybe improve upon like the AI of the teleporters so they do actually teleport more, and make them really, really, like, make them teleport in a frenzy. Don't just have it so that they'll teleport occasionally, like make it so that you'll shoot them and then they'll teleport away and you have to find them and stuff like that. Kind of like the Endermen from Minecraft, you know? I think there needs to be better teleporters, and like, I really like the Berserkers because they are literally just normal enemies but like rezzed up 2 times, and it's very funny. It's quite amusing, you know, watching them run towards you as these absolute units. But I definitely think that improving the teleporters AI to be more fanatic and like more teleport more in a frenzy, I definitely think that that will be a really good improvement they could make, and maybe adding more enemies. I don't know what kind, but maybe adding more, so like some that if you get hit, maybe they damage your health over a progressive amount of time. They like progressively damage you rather than just damaging you. Maybe something like that. I honestly don't know. But as I said, I really enjoyed this game mode. I think it's really good. I think it works very well. But yeah, definitely needs some improvements to the enemy AI. But other than that, it's definitely a very, very good game mode. Having to listen out for enemies and stuff like that. I know I've kind of repeated myself a lot, but it's because it's quite difficult, you know, doing live commentary. So I know that obviously you can get these large ammo crates and stuff, but you can also get smaller ammo crates. And the smaller ammo crates are like little ammo boxes that you can just pick up and such. Now, there is a kind of abusive glitch in this, where you can stand on top of something like that guy's doing, or like certain maps. Like, I played the map Outskirts yesterday, and I think it was Outskirts. No, it wasn't Outskirts, it was a different map. There was a glitch, not really a glitch, but there was a spot that you could really abuse, because it was just like, you could just stand on top of a car, and then they just couldn't hit you. And it's not a bad thing, but also I think it kind of impacts on the game mode, obviously, because you're making it easier, and I think they should probably try and fix that, or make it so that like you can maybe make it so that like the AI can hit you up there, and like they raise their arms or something, just to try and make it a little bit better. But all in all, it's a really well-rounded game mode, and you know, I don't think I will have any kills, but you have to try. You can't really just idle. You can idle more than you can in normal checkpoints, but even then, you cannot just idle around. You have to try and you have to really try and help your teammates. Now, a lot of my teammates are sniping, so that makes it quite hard for me because they are picking everyone off very quickly. But why are there like a massive group just... There's just a huge group of them. Now I need to go in there. Let us go and resupply. I guess I could just tap it. There we go. There we go. There we go, boys. So, that was the Frenzy checkpoint mode. We've had 1 win, apparently, and 4 losses. But yeah, that's the Frenzy checkpoint game mode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do apologise if it's not been that interesting, or my commentary has been absolutely sucky. I've not done something like this in a very long time, but I know that some people wanted me to do more commentary, as I have kind of coasted along doing more kind of look at this game and look at this new reshade preset you can get for it. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously I have not been playing this match for 43 minutes, so yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.